Hi everyone. In the previous video, we talked about using this template, this erasable template, for the purpose of number stories creations or addition within 10. Here we are going to use the same number template to share with you ideas for subtraction within 10. Okay, so the previous time we concluded in the previous video on addition, the key factors, addition stories, number bonds, idea of part whole, counting on, counting all, the strategies, and making equations being important, learning how to form equations is important. Now with subtraction, the ideas are similar. So the key ideas, if you refer to the teaching and learning guide, we would like to share, it's very similar. We also want to emphasize this chapter, the use of subtraction stories, okay, and giving children the opportunity to create simple problems themselves orally and creating stories that relates to subtraction. Okay, so the strategies of subtraction being the reverse of the addition, taking away, counting back, as well as the part whole concept of the number one. Okay, now, so here we are going to share the use of this template. Sorry, let me zoom this out. The use of this template for subtraction, as well as with the PowerPoint and also the textbook. So we first focused only on the use of subtraction questions of subtraction stories using the template. Okay, now, so similar to the addition example, you could use the PowerPoint here. Share screen, and the one that we will share is on chapter 3, PowerPoint 2. Okay, so for chapter 2 is also PowerPoint 2. Chapter 3 is also PowerPoint 2, but this one is on subtraction. So you see a variety of examples you could use. For example, this is the slide on green apples and red apples. You can use these for both addition and subtraction. In this case, if you were to emphasize on subtraction, you can consider, and the likelihood of this would be, ideally, perhaps, more towards the part whole concept in number bonds in terms of subtraction stories. So you could get children to create this using the template based on what they see on the slide. So you can say that there's altogether 7 apples, 4 of them are red and 3 of them are green. You could use cubes to represent. In this case, I've laid out the cubes here. Okay, you get them to create stories. Okay, for example, if I'm using this one, I can write there are 7 apples. 4 are red, rest are green. How many apples are green? Okay, so this is one example. Again, if you feel that, okay, maybe not so ready to write so many words and sentences, you could reduce this to writing in short form, just with the key information as you read out the story. There are altogether 7 apples. 4 red. How many green? So this is the part whole idea. Okay, so you can get them to write all red green. So all 7, 4, red, and this green. So I have 7 minus 4 equals to 3. Okay, so that's one example. Okay, so if I have, so that's how I can use this partially. Now, another example is, let's say, I use the one that is going to talk about takeaway. Okay, let's me in this case, in another PowerPoint there are better examples, but let me just use the other one, the textbook, as an idea. Okay, now the textbook on the cover page of this chapter, okay, as well as this page on page 40, okay, that says make as many subtraction stories as you can. Write a subtraction equation for each story, or the cover page, the talking, you can look at the subtraction stories here. Okay, the examples. Okay, you can use this and the template together. Okay, so if I were to say, let's use this page here and talk about the children playing soccer. Okay, and I can use this template together. And I can write it simply. 3 children play soccer. One left. Bye bye. Okay, one went home. Okay. How many children playing now? Playing still. Okay, now a bit of caution here. Just now when I erased the word left, one left, and then this confusion may happen when you say how many children left, and yes, you have to emphasize the part about the differences in the word left and how the word left can have different meanings in the same story. Okay, left as in leaving and left as in what is remaining. Okay, so let's say this is a story that you choose to write. Again, you can write it in shorter sentences. And I can say that, okay, using the number line this time. Actually, so the idea is that you don't have to use all a go. You can use either portions of all a go for those who are in the higher ability. Say, for example, I can have all 3 children. So maybe 3. Okay, efforts. Okay, and then 1 went home, I can go back. 2 left, still playing. Go home. At first. Okay, all right, and I can go with 3 in the frame, and I can remove this in the process. So you see that erasing process sometimes is not evident. It's more meaningful if you can elicit the response from the children. Okay, and you can use cubes to represent the one that has. So first at 3, 1 went home, and 2 still playing. Oh, bye bye. Okay, so this are let's start. Okay, now, so that's the how I can use this template on number stories. Okay, so hope this has been useful in sharing the ideas. Okay. Thank you for watching.